Speaking of people who wear more than one hats, our next speaker is both a Wildwood parent. He's the vice president of the Wildwood Programs Board. He's also a very generous donor, and I'm proud to call him my friend, Joe Fitzgerald.
Thank you for inviting me to speak today. And I would like to also thank the other donors who are represented here today, the staff especially, Jenny Russick, Mary Ann, Lauren, for all that you do every day for the children, the adults of the Wildwood programs. I'd also like to acknowledge one of Diane's sisters is with us today, Sandy Haynes. Would you please stand, Sandy? And so I'd like to begin my remarks. It won't be quite as long as the Gettysburg Address. How's that? You got to bear with me. I am a professor, so I'll try to take it slow. Wildwood Programs is personal to me. As my son Christopher was served by Wildwood for 1 year prior to his death at age 15 from cystic fibrosis in July of 2002. Christopher was a most special child. He was also autistic and mentally retarded, and the love of my life, as well as my late wife, Diane. Coincidentally, 28 years ago today, Diane and I brought Christopher home to live with us forever as an adoptive child of 20 months of age. I have had many wonderful days in my life, but that day, November the 29th, 1988, was a wow. Today is another. Starting shortly after Christopher's death in July of 2002, Diane and I agreed that we would both be dedicated to serving Wildwood as an ongoing tribute to Christopher and all the other Christophers who needed the services of a nonprofit organization like Wildwood to live better, more productive lives. Without the Wildwoods, life would be more challenging and daunting for families of special needs children and adults. When Diana joined Christopher in heaven in February of 2014, I knew that a dream we had discussed in the past to help improve Camp Wildwood, and in particular the camp's nursing facility, someday, should and could now become a reality. In April of that year, I contributed to ensuring Diane's memory and legacy would take root in this very special place. It was most fitting. As a most caring and devoted mom to Christopher, as a dedicated pediatric nurse practitioner for special children at St. Margaret's Hospital and Albany Medical Center's Pediatric Cancer Program, and as an enthusiastic lover of the outdoors, with her hiking, her snowshoeing, her canoeing, her swimming, her mountain climbing, most especially in a role as camp nurse for 2 summers at Marion Lodge in the 1970s. This setting at Camp Wildwood would encompass everything Diane loved and lived for. So today, we join together to begin the project that will result in a fitting tribute to a most special woman of our times. No, she wasn't famous or distinguished as the world would see success, but she was a woman of great faith, hope, and love for children and people of our world who go unnoticed by so many. Diane saw potential in all of God's creation, the human form and in nature. May this site of nature, recreation, and fun be filled with her spirit of love and healing. God bless you all.